Good evening. A Henderson police sergeant use of force against a woman be called into question. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Now, body camera video obtained by the 8 News Now investigators appears to be different from the sergeant's story.
Vanessa Murphy has this story you'll only see on 8.
Henderson Police Sergeant Scott Allward responds to a call about an alleged combative woman, and this quickly escalates. The 8 News Now investigators obtaining this video from sources who want to remain anonymous but are concerned about what they believe is excessive use of force. We dug deeper. And in this report, Allward writes he believed she was going to spit in his face and used his open palm to strike her in the upper chest to redirect her body and the perceived attack. So we obtained Allward's body camera video to confirm his version of events. What we don't see is this woman trying to spit on him.
Get over to my car, do it now.
Let's start from the beginning.
Follow simple instructions, go to the front of my car, do it now.
She does not immediately comply.
You're going to get taken to the ground if you don't listen to me right now.
You want to shoot me?
Get to the front of the car, do it now.
Hey!
Turn towards me. What are you doing? Get on the ground, roll over. Roll over. Roll on your stomach, do it now.
Okay, let me...
Roll on your stomach.
Oh!
Control, Sam 2125.
Allward calls for help and asks for a lieutenant.
Put this hand out. Do it now.
Okay,
Do it now.
I have my hand.
Stay right there.
Oh, Lord.
This was October 26th, a Saturday afternoon. The call stemming from a park near Boulder Highway and Basic Road, the woman's sister telling police she battered her. Allward notes in his report she appears to be agitated and under the influence. He also cites her propensity for violence. After he strikes her, he states he used his knee to pin her shoulder to the ground. She refused to show her other hand tucked under her waist. He claims there was a sharp pencil where she was laying and where she was concealing her hand. We are unable to see a pencil in this video.
She had that pencil in her hand. Okay. She turned towards me. Perfect. Just make sure you take pictures, please.
Allward's report states the pencil was booked into evidence, and 2 witnesses confirmed the woman didn't comply.
You don't have to force me.
She refused medical attention, and according to the video, Allward did too.
Any injuries? No.
Allward has been involved in several police shootings, 2 in which the subjects were unarmed.
So, 41 shots fired.
One of them a teen who was running away. Allward was promoted from officer to sergeant. When we requested Allward's use of force record, the city initially told us it doesn't have that. Then that changed, and we received this list. What it doesn't appear to include is this October incident. But the city of Henderson isn't always transparent. There's the revolving door of police chiefs, no reason provided for the most recent firing. And it is a challenge getting public records. We requested this body camera video in February. We didn't receive it until Wednesday. The city redacted the officers' faces, but not the woman's. The 8 News Now investigators tried reaching her. We were unable to track her down.
You want to shoot me?
Court records show she was convicted of 2 misdemeanor charges, including resisting an officer.
Get to the front of the car, do it now.
Hey!
Turn towards me.
Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Henderson says the incident was investigated by internal affairs and, quote, handled accordingly, unquote. They did not say if the investigation resulted in any disciplinary action or reprimand.
Because it is their policy to not release those type of details to the public. Trailhand Bill reporting live from South Florida. I wanted to take notes on that video. I wanted to rewatch it again so I don't forget some of the key points that I want to mention myself. Like the fact that they openly have so many policies to hide police misconduct couldn't be more telling. I forgot to say that, y'all. My bad. It's a beautiful Thursday, 11:44. I mean, I'm at the point where I probably need to take a break from these damn videos myself, because they do something to your spirit when you actually care about people. I was looking at this and I was thinking, like, how do some of you get around the fact, this isn't a conversation about racism, but how do you get around the fact and how do you process the fact that in so many of these videos with cops assaulting Americans, not a particular group of Americans, but just cops assaulting and murdering Americans, they are white men? Like, what do you make of that? Regardless of what your race is, regardless of your personal biases and opinions, what do you make of and how do you get around that? In the overwhelming, let's be honest, of these incidents, the perpetrating Johnnies are white men. I wonder if they were overwhelmingly black, what would I make of that? I may touch on that in another video. Number one, I would be accountable for that. I wouldn't feel like it was a personal thing I need to be accountable for, but I wouldn't feel like it was something that I needed to speak around, because I don't speak around bullshit, no matter who's the subject. Let me say something else that may shock you guys. I said may, hell, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not in your brain. That's why I can only present questions and give you the opportunity to answer if you care to. I agree with him. I may have thought she was about to, the way she turned around, I may have thought she was about, like, the movement of her body. I ain't gonna say a reasonable person, because, you know, that's subjective, but I'm not mad at anyone in that situation who thought she was about to spit on him, or if they were him, would think that she was about to spit. I was watching the content creator that I watch, and he was saying how he's always amazed when there's confrontation and people allow the people that they're having confrontation with to get within, like, reaching distance and touching distance, because that's just something that, like, I mean, I like to say reasonable again, but he, in his lifetime, like, when things are heated and he's involved, he's not letting anybody get within reaching distance, because once they are, then obviously they can reach you, right? So that's another thing, like, you know what I mean? She was in reaching distance, but now let me rewind it and say, brother, that was your, and not brother, because you ain't no brother of mine, that was your fault. That we're going back to that thing where cops walk up on you and then act like they have a right to feel threatened. Motherfucker, you came into my personal space. You should feel threatened, coward. The same way you feel threatened now that you're in my personal space and you try to turn it on me saying I'm in yours. When you engage my personal space, why wouldn't your bitch ass feel threatened? They charge of resisting. You jumped out of the car and started making unlawful demands. You didn't investigate a damn thing. You said you got a call. That don't make her guilty of nothing. That don't give you authority over her life and being. But that's what you thought. You jumped out of the car making demands, and once she didn't bow down, that's when you got in her personal space, got threatened and lied, or either really felt like she was going to spit on you, and then you pushed that woman like she was some sack of rags. Looked like her head hit the car, and then when she hit the ground, looked like you swung at her again. I be wondering who raised you cowards, family? Who the hell raised you cowards? Because, I mean, parents aren't always responsible for their children's actions, but a lot of times children's actions do reflect what they got from their parents. And I like that saying y'all got, man, that I'm going to butcher it here, but it's something along the lines of, cops don't become psychotic, psychotics become cops. That's why you hear me say, I don't like any of them. I got cops in my damn family. I would love one day to have a conversation with them. How did you abide? Because I love them. I got friends right now that work in prisons and stuff. I love them, but I would love to have these conversations. How do you abide that? And I don't want to, because I don't feel like they're going to be honest about it any more than I feel like some people are going to be honest when I asked that question earlier in the video. People love to sidestep bullshit that affects them and their personal biases. I just don't like stuff like that. I like honest conversations. I like to pull the scabs off of open wounds and really treat what's going on. It may hurt a little bit, but it'll get us where we need to be. You immediately called a lieutenant because you wanted someone to back up your story. When the cowards got there, everything you said, well, she did this, okay. She had a pencil, okay. Just because you said it makes it true to your gang-banging ass affiliates. Then you were scared of an alleged, a phantom ass pencil on the ground. What the fuck was she gonna do, bro? You had on 20 layers of military artillery. You had damn near decapitated the woman. And you were scared of an alleged pencil that she couldn't even get to because you had her subdued on the ground. You were like 3 times her size. What I think happened here, bro, besides your overexerted authority that all of y'all just seem to think is your birthright, you took advantage. That probably is a minority community. minority woman that y'all may have had, you know, encounters with before, and you knew that you could take advantage of the situation no matter what. Just like that cop who killed that man for the tow truck driver, he assumed that that situation was going to play out like it always does for the Johnnies, and it very still may, even though they deny his qualified immunity and indicted him for murder. Y'all go into these situations like ain't a damn thing gonna happen to me. That's why anytime you hear a citizen saying I'm gonna file a complaint, the cops damn near be like, yo, I'll take you down here right now so you can do it. They don't give a damn because they know they're backed up. So y'all need to stop jumping in the damn comments saying, and I do this sometimes, I make ignorant statements because I'm not informed, but y'all say and y'all, I'm talking to the people who say it, not everybody. Qualified immunity is for civil litigation. Your ass ain't paying attention to what's going on in America, bro. Just like some people say this isn't about race, and you know, but you rail against qualified immunity. Your ass isn't paying attention to what's going on in reality. You need to do some research. You need to inform yourself, like I do on a lot of topics. I love this news media platform. They covered everything down to how the cops hid the body cam footage, even hid the officers in the body cam footage, why they didn't bother to hide the lady, how they have a revolving door of officers of all ilks, men, women. I ain't say all races, I most seen white and black people, but they ain't prejudiced there. They're not biased there. They hire any gangbanger and put them in leadership. They don't mind. They want to show you like what they are open-ended gangbangers. And the media, they brought out all of that. They brought out the fact that this coward has been involved in 2 shooting incidents where the subjects were unarmed. One was a teen running away. Where have we heard that before? A teen running away getting shot at by a cop. Rest in peace, Ryan Hinton. Free Rodney Hinton. I'm 11 minutes and 30 seconds in. Let me end this video here. My homie jumped in the comments. Gary, he was saying something. I can't remember what you were saying, Gary, about cops. Oh, yeah, Gary said something about cops. They do this to American citizens. Then they gather at the donut shop and talk about it. I've told the story how there's a real-life former Miami detective down here that I have a cordial relationship with because we both go to the same coffee shop. He wrote a book and gave me excerpts from it. And he's told me out of his mouth, he said, I quit being a police officer because this is the shit that we really do. And he told me one particular story that was the catalyst for him. They shot a man who did have a weapon, but after the man had dropped the weapon, and they didn't even know if he still had the weapon, his partner killed the man, then told him, hey man, go ahead and let me get my story together. Help me get my story together. And he said he refused to, but that's what the regular other cops did. And he said along those lines, that's what they used to do. They used to shoot Americans knowing that they didn't have to take it that far. And then they used to go to bars later and laugh about it. This is a former Miami cop who quit the profession because his conscience got to him and he couldn't do it anymore. This ain't nothing I'm making up. This ain't a story I got about real life events and on YouTube that's going on in our country. This is a guy that I can go and talk to right now the next time I see him at a coffee shop. I got his book excerpt at my house right now. So please believe these are real stories and these are real cowards, no matter what race, creed, or culture they come in or from. And any effort you make to back that bullshit, no matter what your motivation is, means that you're more a part of the problem than the solution. This should piss me off, big dog. Of course, I wonder if you would meet a man your size anywhere and approach him like that. And of course, I know what the answer probably is. I think all you gangbangers need to be deported. Trump getting it wrong out there. Intentionally, of course. Enjoy your day.
Get over to my car, do it now.
Let's start from the beginning.
Follow simple instructions, go to the front of my car, do it now.
She does not immediately comply.
You're gonna get taken to the ground if you don't listen to me right
You
now.
want to shoot me?
Get to the front of the car, do it now.
Hey!
Turn towards me. What are you doing?
I guess it doesn't matter at all that he walked up on her. Up on her. And that's why she turned toward him. Because he seemed confused about the reason that she did it. True to the tune of a coward. P.S. Y'all gonna learn by calling the cops on your family members like some heroic shit about to happen when they get there. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.